Hi, Dr. Dave here to look at bank and kick shot effects and aiming adjustments. I have lots of videos available showing how to aim kick and bank shots using various visual, mirror, and diamond systems. If you want to learn about these systems, see the resource page linked in the video description. Whether or not you use these systems, you will not be very effective aiming banks and kicks if you don't know how to make adjustments when necessary. This video covers the effects you need to consider when aiming bank and kick shots. First, let's look at speed effects. In general, more speed shortens the rebound, and less speed lengthens the rebound. Here, the bank goes with a straight hit at medium speed, but at faster speed, it comes up short. And at slower speed, it goes long. This is a good example where the 10 limits the cut angle on the 8. If you use too much speed, this bank will not go. But at slow enough speed, where the object ball develops complete rolling topspin before reaching the cushion, the bank goes. In this example, if I barely miss the 10, the 8 goes long at slow speed. That wasn't even close, but at fast speed, I can get the win. You will often see a good banker use fast speed. That's because rebound direction is more predictable and more consistent at faster speeds. Here are some examples that are easy to judge at fast speed. Now let's look at the effects of top and bottom spin on kick shots. Here, a stun shot gets the hit on the 8 for the win. With rolling topspin instead, where the cue ball's path curves forward after rebound, the kick goes well long. Although faster speed can delay the curve and shorten the kick. That wasn't enough delay, but you get the idea. Did you see the forward curve get delayed by the speed? Bottom spin causes the cue ball to curve back after rebound, making the kick come up short. Did you see the cue ball path curve after rebound? Here's a good example where you can use the bottom spin stiffening effect for the win. If you just roll this, it goes well long of the target 8. But with bottom spin, I can easily bend the cue ball enough for the win. Did you see how much the cue ball turned after rebound? By adding reverse side spin to the bottom spin, you can really shorten up a kick. Softer speed allows the cue ball to curve sooner and go shorter after rebound, assuming the speed isn't so slow that you lose too much backspin on the way to the cushion. Here's another good example where using bottom spin helps me bend a kick after compressing the cushion to escape the frozen obstacle ball. Did you see how much the cue ball curved? Here's a close-up in slow motion showing how the cue ball compresses the cushion to squeeze past the frozen obstacle ball. It might not look possible for the cue ball to come out clean, but cushions compress more than you might think, especially at faster speed. Did you see the cushion compress as the cue ball squeezed past the obstacle? Many more examples of bending, twisting, and stiffening, both kicks and banks, can be found in the video linked in the video description. Now let's look at the effects of side spin on kicks and banks. Here, a rolling kick with no side spin comes up well short of the 8-ball target. But running or natural spin, in this case left, can be used to lengthen the rebound to the left. In this example, a rolling kick goes well long of the target. But reverse spin, in this case right, can be used to shorten the rebound to the right for the win. The effective side spin is greatest when the cue ball approaches the cushion at a steep angle. It is also greatest with a drag shot, where you hit the cue ball below center to have it slow and develop full topspin roll into the cushion. Very little side spin is lost during the slowing drag, so the side spin has a bigger effect. Here is maximum left spin. And here's maximum right. Look at the large range of rebound angles possible. Did you also notice how different my aim was for each shot to compensate for cue ball deflection? If you want to learn more about this, see the link in the video description. Side spin has very little effect with shallow angles into a cushion. Here, I've placed a golf tee on the rail to show my aim point and to help ensure a consistent aim for each of these shots. Here's the shot with no spin. Here it is with right. And here it is with left. Did you notice how the rebound angle was very nearly the same for each? What is very different in a situation like this is the angle off the second cushion, since the cue ball comes into that cushion at a very steep angle. Here's a good example where I can use the maximum spin drag effect to get a large rebound angle change for the win. Side spin also affects bank shots because side spin can be transferred to the object ball due to cut angle or spin transfer from the cue ball. Here's a straight cross-side bank I'll use to illustrate these effects. I've marked the ghost ball position with a little white donut so my aim point will be very clear from all angles. This bank goes with a straight hit and no cut angle. Here's another view of the same shot. With an outside cut instead, the object ball comes up short of the pocket. This is because the friction between the balls throws the object ball a little and transfers some right spin to the object ball, causing it to rebound more to the right. With an inside cut, the object ball goes long due to throw and left spin imparted to the object ball. Did you see the rebound angle go more left than expected? With an outside cut, if you use gearing outside spin, you can aim right at the ideal ghost ball position. With gearing spin, there is no throw or spin transfer, and the object ball goes along the expected line of center's direction. For more information, see the Gearing Outside Spin 40% Rule resource page linked in the video description. An alternative to using gearing outside spin is to adjust your aim to compensate for the cut-induced spin. With an outside cut, you need to aim the bank to go longer. With an inside cut, the only option is to adjust the aim, and you do so by aiming the bank to go shorter. Sometimes you can use throw and spin transfer to your benefit. Here, I can use it to pocket a bank that doesn't look possible. The 13 prevents me from cutting the 8 any. But with right spin, the object ball will throw to the left slightly, and the imparted left spin on the object ball will allow the rebound to go more to the left for the win. Did you notice the cue ball head to the right a little, even though I hit the object ball squarely? That's because when the cue ball throws the object ball to the left, the object ball pushes back on the cue ball to the right. For every action, there is always an equal and opposite reaction. Here, I am adjusting for throw to try to have the cue ball stop in place. I am also using about half of maximum spin because that results in the largest throw and spin transfer, even more than what maximum spin would produce. You can clearly see the spin transfer effect on the rebound angle, although it wasn't quite enough to pocket the ball. Both throw and spin transfer are required to make the shot. Using a striped ball instead, with the stripe oriented vertically, you can clearly see the transferred spin, although the rebound angle change alone is enough proof. With no spin transfer, the stripe would remain vertical after the hit, but it doesn't due to the imparted side spin. Did you see the stripe wobble on the way to the cushion? Now let's look at bank shot double kisses, where the cue ball collides with the rebounding object ball. Here are some examples. Here, I am aiming at the angle required to pocket this cross-corner bank, but the cue ball gets in the way of the rebounding object ball. Here, the double kiss is easier to see. I have lots of videos and information dealing with how to both detect and avoid double kisses on the resource page linked in the video description. But here's an important example. With a cross-corner bank, if a line through the cue ball and object ball points at the banking cushion pocket facing, the double kiss is very likely. Sometimes you can avoid a double kiss using spin. Here, outside draw can help the cue ball clear in front of the object ball. And sometimes inside follow can help the cue ball clear behind the object ball. Obviously, the path you would choose depends on the table layout and position requirements for the next shot. When the object ball is close to or frozen to the cushion, a double kiss can be difficult to avoid. But sometimes you can use a double kiss to your advantage. Here's a good example where a clean bank sends the cue ball flying. Even if I had made that, I would not have a good shot at the 8. By hitting the object ball fairly full instead, I can control the cue ball and double kiss the 11 toward the corner. Obviously, you need to practice shots like this to develop a feel for how to aim and hit the shot, but that's what practice is for. This example is a good two-way shot. If I miss, my opponent doesn't have a look at the 5, and I'm still a heavy favorite to win. And if I do make the bank, I'll have a shot at the 8 to finish the out. Two-way shots like this are smart plays. If you don't understand the effects and aim adjustments in this video, or if you don't have solid intuition built up from countless years of successful practice and experience, you will not be very effective aiming a wide range of kicks and banks. So get to the table and start practicing everything I demonstrated. You also need to be able to adjust for table conditions. Things vary with cushion characteristics, cloth type, age and cleanliness, and humidity. Kicks and banks generally go longer on new and clean cloth in a dry environment. And kicks and banks generally go shorter with cushions that are bouncier and on older and dirtier cloth in a humid environment. Also, Diamond brand tables, especially the 7-foot tables and the old Red Label 9-foot tables, play much shorter than all other table brands, so be prepared to make significant adjustments. More information on all these topics can be found via the links in the video description. Good luck with your game from Dr. Dave.